Hello, friends. Nice to see you. I'm Christiana Gaudet. I am your Tarot Fairy Godmother, and yes, I am now a grandmother. Thank you all so much for your support, for your patience, for your kind words, for your energy. Keep sending it. I'll tell you the story really quickly. And for those of you who don't know the story, yesterday I had scheduled to do the Friday weekly wrap up as I normally do. And at like 5 minutes of noon, phone rings, and it is our family friend, our daughter's best friend, Alexa. And I hit decline, figuring because she also does my social media. So I was thinking she was just calling for business stuff, and I'm about to go live with you, right? She calls again, decline. Third time, I'm like, yeah, no, something's up. Answer, she says, you got to get to the hospital. The babies are coming. So the babies were not expected was a planned C-section, it's twins, not expected to do it until the beginning of August, but daughter and best friend were at the doctor's for a routine checkup, and the doctor saw something and said, we got to do the babies today. So the babies were born yesterday, 4/28 and 4/29. We'll work out their astrological charts shortly. Elliot was the firstborn, and Aubrey the secondborn. So for those of you who had predicted, because the kids did not want to know gender, those of you who had predicted girl and boy, as I did, we were correct. We got one of each. They're doing well. They are in the NICU. Obviously, they're preemies, but mom and dad are doing well. They're at Jupiter Medical Center, which was actually voted the best place in Palm Beach County to have babies. So we feel very lucky and grateful that they're here on the planet and that they are at this great facility receiving great care. Your good energy, candles, prayers are continue to be appreciated as they are receiving, the care that preemies need. And even without that circumstance, of course, my kids are first-time parents, and that's a thing, and twins is a thing. So we really appreciate your support. All right. So all of that said, and thank you again so much for your patience with me yesterday. A whole bunch of you were here looking for your Friday reading, and I come on, I'm like, yeah, no, that's not happening. Sorry, I'm going. So I appreciate your patience with all of that. All right. Now, next thing I want to say is thank you so very much to Cassia and to Katie, both of you giving very, very generous contributions. Cassie, a super sticker, and Katie, I'm sorry, I said your name wrong. Cassia, a super sticker, and Katie, a super chat. Thank you so very much for that. Super chats and super stickers are ways you can support this channel. A membership is another way you can support this channel, and we are very grateful to all of our members. You can also support this channel by liking this video, by subscribing if you have not already done so, and of course by sharing the link to this channel with people who you think would really enjoy the content, what we're doing here. All right, let's get going. I will take questions in the order in which I see them. The first person I see here is Smile Soul 20, so often the first person here. Thanks for being a member here. Good afternoon to you. The first question I see comes from Adriana. So nice to see you. What's coming for me in July? All right. Is that a specific question? I don't know. We like really, really specific questions. I'm not sure if that qualifies, but hey, I'll take a shot at that. We'll see what we got going on for Adriana in July. Let's see what we got. All right. So I feel like, Adriana, you really are taking control of your life, trying to make changes. It looks like potentially a new job in July. And whether you actually get the job in July or you just start interviewing, I'm not sure. But it looks like the big thing is you're taking control and getting a new job. And Change is hard, but I think it's necessary. I think it's time for you to do that. So I feel good about it. All right, keep us posted. Santiago Espinoza, nice to see you. I would like to know how my finances are going during this month of July. What can I expect? All right. Some gains, some losses. More good than bad. You're going to want to make careful decisions around how you spend your money and how you deal with money this month. It's not perfect, but it's okay. Katie Kondo, thank you for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thank you so much for the generous super chat as well. Here's the question. I know my father is one of my guides, but I've been feeling a feminine presence of late. Can you tell me who she is? Sure. I do think it's an ancestral energy, someone related to you, someone coming from your father's side of the family. Is it someone that you knew in life? No. It is someone that you did not know in life. How many generations back are we going? Quite a few generations back. We're looking at maybe 4 to 6 generations back. Female, yes, and a female who was very well known and well respected. There may still be information in the family lore about her. Very well known, very well respected, and someone who did not live a long life. That's what I can tell you. She is with you because she sees in you some of her intelligence and some of her drive. All right. Allie Mammon, nice to see you. Could you please tell me actionable steps I must take for the coming week ahead in order to get my life organized? I have ADD, so it's challenging, and I am so sorry. I know that that is difficult, and you may not be able to get your whole life organized in a week, but let's see what's likely to work for you. Let's take a look at that. So the first thing is be patient with yourself. As you say, you have ADD, and that's a thing. So congratulate yourself on the things that you do. Do not hate on yourself for the things that you don't do. Figure out the areas of priority. And I think the first area of priority when we talk about getting your life organized is really about your home, your personal space. I think the problem is whenever you start to do something, whenever you start to organize a drawer, throw things away, pull things out of a closet, you always are mad at yourself and feel bad about yourself for, man, I shouldn't have shoved that all in there. Why am I like this? Why can't I be organized? Stop with the negative self-talk. That's the thing. We know why you can't be organized. You got ADD. You know what? I had someone say to me once when I was complaining, and I've never had an ADD diagnosis, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's a thing for me. And I was complaining to someone, a wise person, about how I have these same problems. And she said, yeah, but you're wonderfully creative. You're wonderfully intuitive. There is so much about you that's good. No one gets it all, you know? We all have gifts and we all have deficits. Why not focus on your gifts and just shrug off the deficits? So I'll pass that on to you because I heard that when I was about 24. And it was really, really helpful for me. So in terms of the standard that you expect for yourself, it doesn't have to be perfect. Focus on the priorities. Focus on the things that must be and find systems that work for you. Good luck. Nalini Kalu, thank you so much for being a new member here. We really appreciate you. Is Brad getting frustrated with me or is that in my head? And thank you for the good wishes for the grandbabies. All right. You know, I feel like, yes, there may be some frustration, but frustration does not mean not happy in the relationship, and frustration does not mean the end of the relationship. We get frustrated with each other all the time when we're in relationships. It's a matter of how is it dealt with? How is it expressed? What does it mean? Can there be some humor there? So yeah, there may be some frustration, but that may just be a part of the relationship, and that may just be, something that, can he express what that frustration is? And is it something we can laugh about? Is it something you can do something about? Is it a deal breaker? I mean, I think there's a lot of larger questions here. And some of that has to do with your insecurity in relationships in general. And some of it may have to do with his lack of communication skills. So those are things you can work on. Okay, Von Ray, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using a members only emoji. And thank you for your congratulations. Yatsuri Shop. Zuri, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Okay, next question is from Von Ray. I've been thinking about getting a dog a lot lately. Do you think this is a good idea for me right now? Let's take a look. Should Von Ray get a dog? What comes up here? It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, but it would be so nice and so sweet and so good. So here's the thing. You have to acknowledge the amount of work it would be, and you have to acknowledge that there are some logistical things that you're going to have to figure out here to make it work. I think in the long term, the answer is yes. You should get a dog. But you want to think very carefully about what kind of dog and where are you getting the dog, which dog, and how are you going to make that all work? How are you going to deal with care and training and all the things without having it curtail your life too much? So, because what I don't want to see is you hanging out all alone all the time. I know you're not alone when you're with a dog, but you know what I mean. So you have to be able to roll the dog into the life that you want to build. So figure out how to do that, and then yes, it's a good idea. And I want to say thank you so much to Betty. Oh, that is so sweet, for a very generous super chat. Thank you, and best wishes for Aubrey and Elliot. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm going to cry. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Cassia, thank you so much again for being a member here. And thank you for the very generous super sticker. I really appreciate it. All right. Okay, Cassia. Last week, I met a very close good friend that I didn't remember why we disconnected. He came in my mind like others, but this time I found that since we've been talking, why is this happening now? There is definitely some information here for you. There are some possibilities. I think in having this reconnection with this person, there might be some information that you need to gather about what did happen in the past and what that causes you to learn about yourself, about life, all of that. And there may also be some possibility to move forward here, whatever reason that disconnection, whatever that was, things may have now changed. And so some of it may be closure and learning about the past and about yourself and about relationships. And some of it may possibly be opportunity for the future. Good luck. Okay, and thank you so much for all the congratulations, Claire, Betty, Teresa, Allie. And the next question that I see here is from Claire C. I just overscrolled. Give me a minute. Hang on. Okay, here we go. Claire C., thank you so much for the congratulations, and thank you for being a member here. Any advice for my grandson's hearing next week? Let's take a look and see. Tell him and the family not to freak out, just to be genuine. Just to be genuine, to share truth, to share regret, to share who he is, just to be genuine. It'll be okay, really. All right. Ben, Libra does tarot. Thank you so much for the congratulations. Thanks for being a member here. All right. And Gemini Sun and Sabrina Luna, thank you so much for the congratulations. Really appreciate. And Claire says, wonderful to have each gender, and I love their names. Same. All right, next question. Teresa Chase, thanks for being a member here. Is it time to leave my temporary job? Yes, I think it is. I absolutely think it is. Yes, and also yes. And members, if you did not catch our live stream class last week on Tarot Magic, it's a little hard to find. I don't know why. Sometimes I don't know why things are the way they are on YouTube. It's a little hard to find, but you can find it and watch the replay. Go to the members only playlist and find it. It's the one on Tarot Magic. Make sure you check it out. Okay. Gemini Sun, question. What is it exactly I can do to properly heal and stop blocking myself from reaching my potential? Okay, here we go, Gemini Sun. You've been through a lot. First of all, cut yourself some slack in order to heal. And recognize that everything takes time. And recognize that you're doing all right. I mean, given everything, you're doing okay. So stop beating up on yourself and be patient with yourself, number one. When we talk about reaching potential, you're doing that every day and you're getting there. There has been loss. There has been difficulty. And you're doing a good job moving forward. You are creative. You are smart. You are capable. And when we talk about, let's talk about the difference between potential and goals. You know, who knows what a person's potential is, right? But what are your goals? And I think your goals have been shifting and your goals have been changing. And I think that you're kind of landing on what you want to do, what you want to focus on next, what that looks like. You're landing on that. And what you can do is just think about that and know that you can move forward with that. And I think you're being a little hard on yourself. That's what I think. I think all good things in all good time. I think you're actually doing really well. Does that make sense? All right. And I want to say thank you so much to Julie Rogan for the super sticker. I will absolutely get to that question. And thank you for the blessing on the new arrivals. All right. Matt Garrison. Should I try to make up with a friend after a falling out or just let it go? Okay. Here we go, Matt. Matt, I think it's worth trying. I think it's worth to try making up. I am 50-50 about whether the friend is A, going to be receptive, and B, even if the friend is receptive, if you're going to see the same problems again in the future. So advice to make up should not be conflated with assurance that this will be a friendship that will go forward or should go forward, or assurance with the idea that this person will even be open to the idea. So why then am I advising that you try to make up? Because in your mind and in your heart, I think you want to. And I think you want to be the bigger person and you want to extend the olive branch and see what happens. It's the best you can do. If it doesn't work, then you can always walk away saying that you tried. And if it does work, well then, it worked. That's what I think. All right. DeAndre, it's so nice to see you. I'm moving. Hallelujah. How do you see that'll affect? I think it's a great thing, and I feel like my house was holding me back with that toxicness. I think that's probably true. I think there's a lot of truth there. So when we look at this moving, it is so the right thing. It is the right thing. It is the right thing. It is the right thing. There may be difficulties along the way, of course, but it is the right thing, and I think it's good, and I'm really proud of you. All right. All right. We're just going to do a little shuffle here. Christine Anna Maria. What are Amir's feelings about me? All right, let's see what we got going on here. Unclear. I think there's interest. I do. I think there's interest. I think Amir might be a little shy, or there might have been something that was a little off-putting. I think Amir would like to talk to you. It's confusing. When I say unclear, it's really not unclear. It's just confusing. There's a lot there, but I think there is interest. I will tell you that. Kim Morse, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. I have been nominated to talk to my mom's husband. I'm sorry. Not sure it will go well. What do I need to know? Good question. Okay, well, what you need to know is it might not go well. All you can do is try. Be loving. Do not be accusatory. Be firm. Be loving. Remind him that this is your mother and that you represent all the kids. Recognize his loss. You know, he's kind of not recognizing your loss, but you need to recognize his loss. And be clear about your agenda. Be clear with him and be clear with yourself. Because, you know, this is not ever going to be like a happy family situation. Be clear on your agenda. And do not be attached to outcome here. All you can do is try. All right. Betty Flesher. Thanks for being a member, and thanks again for that lovely super chat. I have a baby monitor camera in my mom's room. When I was in there alone, there were many, many orbs around me. Who or what are they? And thanks for using a members only emoji. So, you know, the orbs thing is so interesting because sometimes it really just is an issue with the camera, you know, like maybe you need to clean the camera. But let's take a look. What do we see? Is it mechanical or something spiritual? I think in this case, it is something spiritual. And I think that what this is family members, ancestors supporting you and taking care of your mom, but also I would say gathering around her because, you know, at some point she's going to transition. And I think they're getting her ready for that. So it's support for you and for her. That's what I think. Okay. White Magic Witch. Can I succeed to make Kay look at me? I have a crush on him. Okay. I don't know. I think the thing to do is to like try to be his friend, try to talk to him and see. But I would not, you know, maybe not on this one in terms of where it's going to go. Yeah. The thing to do is just to, you know, talk to him the way you normally would, or, you know, just try to literally get him to look at you. But I'm not sure, A, I'm not sure it's going to really go the way you want, and B, I'm not sure it really would be compatible. So best of luck. Leslie Jones, nice to see you. Thank you so much for your kind words. My question is, why is my ex-boyfriend still paying for my phone bill? Oh my goodness gracious. Because he loves you and he is hoping to reconnect with you. I'm not saying you should. I'm not saying that's a good idea, but that's his agenda, in my opinion. Kim Morse, thank you so much for the congratulations. Katie, well, you know what's happening on Tuesday during our reading. Would you mind doing some ancestral investigations? Oh, I would be delighted. That would be fun. Absolutely excited for that. Okay, Raquel, nice to see you. Thank you so much for your kind words, and thanks for using a members only emoji. Maria, so nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all your support of this channel. Really, really appreciate it. Maria Barisi. I've had quite a few changes going on right now, and it gets me a bit nervous, causing a little anxiety. Will it be okay? Will a new foundation form as needed? That is a great question. So here's the thing. You've gone through a lot over the past few years. And the changes that you're going through now are not changes that you would be going through if all of that hadn't happened. But it's necessary. It is necessary. What you are doing is necessary. It's scary, yes, but it's necessary. Will a new foundation form? Yes, 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 yes. What you're doing is right. It's correct. It's good. It's hard. All of this has been hard. But you're doing the right thing. It's hard, it's scary, but it's good, and a new foundation will form. And this is the beginning, Maria, of you starting your new chapter. And this is not even a chapter you would have wanted to start. But since here we are now, I'm going to tell you it's going to be a good chapter. I promise. You're doing good. Not easy, but good. Monica B. How can I better develop my intuition to become a more precise tarot reader? Oh, these are my favorite questions. And, the thing is, how much of it really is intuitive for you? To develop your intuition to become more precise. Yes, that is the thing. And I've got a few things for you. First of all, before you do the reading, you need to really ground. And you need to pull, ground to the earth, ground to the earth from the root chakra. Connect to heaven from the crown chakra. Be a straw. Pull that energy through you. That way you are connected to earth and heaven, and you have a limitless supply of energy. That's number one. Number two, have confidence in that energy. These are things that are very important. Number three, practice. Number four, stop being afraid to say it. Just let it flow, let it flow, let it flow. Number five, learn more about what the cards can possibly mean and use intuition to pull from that. So some of it is going to be study of the cards, and a lot of it is going to be what you do before your reading, in terms of meditation and connection and keeping that energy running, and some of it's confidence and practice. Hope that's helpful. Okay. Oh, Allie Mammon, thank you for the feedback on that. Catherine Fan, nice to see you. My current job is stable but boring and unchallenging. So sorry, that sucks. What would be a good time to leave my current job for further career development? Maybe in a year from now or two. Let's take a look. Definitely 2 to 3. Oh gosh, really? Really? Here's the thing. It may not be for 2 to 3 years, but I feel like you should start looking sooner than that. I really do. I feel like, there might be some educational things or certification kinds of things that you need to do. I feel like it might make sense to start looking sooner, because we want the next job to be better. You just don't want to go from to You want to go from where you are to something better. So it may take time. There may be certifications you want to gather, but maybe start looking even sooner than you're realizing. All right. Was that even an answer? I feel like that was all over the place, but that's how it shows up, So look now, it may take a long time. And again, maybe study and pick up some certifications. And also, Catherine, networking, talking to people you know. The next job that you get may come through networking rather than through more traditional means. Just saying. All right, Raquel. Oh, Raquel. So I'm going to do this because I love you and because you're a member. And I know you personally. But I want to point this out. These are not specific questions. What is something I need to know? What is something I should be working on right now? Okay. So I'm doing it. Let's see. All right. Relationships, communicating with others, going with the flow, resting when you need to rest, Self-care. There it is. That's a list of things you need to be working on right now. How about that? All right. Nicole Lewis. Why is S still following my mother on Instagram? Got it. We were childhood best friends, but aren't on good terms for a long time. I think S is really hurt by this whole situation and follows your mother to try to keep tabs on you. Simple. Nesty, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. I have the mandatory old love question. That's awesome. He's been coming to my mind a lot. Why? Is it him or am I being nostalgic? I think it's something even deeper than that. I don't think it's him. I don't think he's like sending you psychic messages or anything. But I think you're really thinking about relationships and what you want in a relationship and what works and what doesn't. And when we look at that relationship, there were some things that worked and some things that didn't. And I think it's helping you figure out what you want and what you don't want going forward. So I think it is a good and natural process to help you prepare for something new and something better. Hey, Peggy Lou Levens, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. The names are Aubrey and Elliot. I think those are brilliant names. I'm like so proud of my kids for coming up with really cool names for the babies. All right, Peggy Lou, here is your question. Will Billy and I go to Tennessee this summer or do anything special for my 60th birthday on the 16th of July? Happy birthday month. You share a birthday month with my grandchildren. Very special. And of course, we're both turning 60 this year. We knew that. All right. So, will you go to Tennessee this summer? Maybe not. Will you do something special? I think you'll do something special, but probably closer to home. All right. DeAndre, I did not miss your question. What I said, and I remember this very clearly, what I said was, this move is fabulous and necessary. It may not be easy, but it's the right thing and it's going to be great and I'm really proud of you. That's what I said. Okay. Morgana the Great. I was inspired by you and started to put my tarot studies to the test by giving free readings. Yay. Yesterday, a lady didn't believe my answer. Am I really that bad at reading? You know, I think that's like, I would love to know the whole story there. I would love to know what the question was. I would love to know what the answer was. I want the whole story on that, to be honest with you. And that would help me kind of say, well, what went wrong? Okay. Was it that the person didn't like the answer and didn't want to believe it? Was it that your wording, your phrasing needs some work? It's all about practice. When we look at your skill in that particular reading, I think you were fine. I think it was fine. You might have some issues with delivery, but my guess is, based on what I see in the cards, my guess is you gave this person a message they didn't want and you were probably dead on. So that'll happen. And one thing you might learn is finesse in how to give the answer. But I would say brush your shoulders off. Don't let it get to you. Keep on practicing. That's what I would say. Okay. PL Day, thank you so much. Lisa Harmon, thanks for being a member, and thank you so much for those blessings. Okay. Julie Rogan, you are the next question that I see. Thank you so much for the super chat and the blessings. Any chance of a pay raise at work before the end of the year? Let's take a look and see what we see. Yes, probably not a huge one, but yes, there is a raise. Okay, Lydia Mephistopheles, thank you for the congratulations. How can I improve my confidence? I doubt myself a lot, and it's so easy to get under my skin. Oh my goodness gracious. That's a hard one. And the thing is, it comes from stuff that happened in your childhood, things that were said to you, or things that weren't said to you. It's been with you for a long time, so you have to undo some old training. And that's not easy, right? So just think about what you're telling yourself and tell yourself different things. You know, it's all about self-talk. It's all about monitoring your self-talk. You know, and it's the difference, if you know the cards, it's the difference, or even like, look at these pictures, man. It's the difference between telling yourself this story or telling yourself this story. Here you're telling yourself a story about how you don't make the right decisions and you'll not have what you need. And that's because you don't make the right decisions and you're not smart. And here you're like, I'm a badass queen. Get out of my way. Which is a better story? You tell me. All right. Lisa Harmon, thanks for being a member here. And thank you for the congratulations. I appreciate it. Will the house inspection go the way I want it to go? Great question. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yeah, it's fine. There may be a little thing here or there, but it's fine. All right, Matt, thank you for the congratulations. Nesty, thank you for the congratulations. Okay, PL Day, I'm making a life change with a former boyfriend. What can I do to make this a strong relationship? I do believe that he is sincere and he is making a major move to be with me. So this means you're getting back together with someone. All right. So just remember that some of the problems that were there in the past will be there now. You're going to have to address them head on. You're going to have to work on this. It's fine that you're doing it. I think you're both sincere, but you're going to have to do the work. And it's the work that he didn't have the emotional intelligence to do before, and that I think he still doesn't have. Do not be afraid to go to counseling. I think, honestly, he should go to counseling on his own, but whether or not you can get him to do that, the two of you should go together to build a firm foundation. I think it could work. It could, but it's going to take work. Okay, Cassandra, thank you so much for being a member and for the congratulations. I'm transitioning from teaching 4th grade to kindergarten this school year. Good God, that's a transition. How will I do with the little ones? Will this be a grade position that I stay with for a while? I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be okay. I think you're really going to bring something good to them. I think you're going to be a good kindergarten teacher. And you know what? The kindergarten teacher is so important because that sets the stage. You have a bad kindergarten teacher, that kid's going to be a senior in high school still hating school. You have a good kindergarten teacher, that sets a foundation for the entire thing. I think that you are going to be very good. Will this be a position that you hold for a while? I don't know, probably not. 2 to 4 years, but that's fine. And Maria, thank you so much for the congratulations. Jackie Masters, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member, and thank you for the congratulations. Okay, Minnie W. Sorry, I just overscrolled. Excuse me. Here we go. Gotcha. Minnie W. Sorry if this is a bit of a downer question. No problem. But my ex-boyfriend cheated on me and even gave me a disease. I am so sorry, man. That is the worst when that happens. My heart goes out to you. I want to know if he's ever going to get payback for what he's done. That's a legitimate question. And sorry, just making things pretty. Hang on. There you go. That's better. All right. Okay. So will he ever get payback? Man, his whole life is his payback. He has to deal with himself for the rest of his life, man. And you know what they say? The best revenge is a life well lived. When we look at you, first of all, as far as handling the medical thing, it'll be okay. That'll be okay. In terms of just healing from this in general and moving on, you will. You'll move on. You will go on to have a good life in so many ways. Allow yourself time to be angry, to grieve, to be hurt, but don't live there. You might end up going to school, doing something new and different, having a good life in so many ways. And when it comes to your love life, you'll find a good one. You will. So just remember, the best revenge is for you to go have a great life. And that's what you need to do. Pamela's Insight. So nice to see you. I am losing my patience with trying to integrate Nugget and Sir Randall, the cats. I am so sorry. I know we've talked about this before. This has been a long journey. You started in November. What is the best way to get Nugget to accept him and not be traumatized, and how long will this process take? They will end up being friends. And you know what? I almost want to say you're going to need, they have to be supervised, but you're going to need to put them together more when supervised, to take more time together and put them together. And I think you worry about Nugget's trauma, and that is a thing. But in a way, I feel like Nugget just needs to have more contact with this cat. And another thing, as far as scent, like if there's a toy that Sir Randall plays with, put that toy with Nugget so that they can get used to each other's smell. Okay, Diana Price. So nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Thank you for the congratulations. Will I make enough money to move to Poland by January? I think that's a real possibility. Honest and true, I do. I think you're on a good path here. Oh, good, DeAndre, very good. Yeah, it's time, it is. Okay, Nesty, thank you for that. Thank you for that feedback. Oh, Morgana, thank you. Thank you for sharing this. So, okay, I get this scenario. She asked me what her baby daddy thinks of her, and it was bad. He thinks she's spoiled and hard to talk with. She told me they barely talk with each other, but when they do, it's fine. Okay, so number one, these are hard questions. And I mean, these are the sorts of questions I will answer, but a lot of readers don't for this reason. And because there's an ethical question there, I mean, it is a third party reading. So first, we know that's hard. And so, I mean, did you say that straight out? Did you say he thinks you're spoiled and hard to talk with? Like there might be some gentler ways to do it. To say something like, there are times that he feels like it's hard to communicate with you. And there are times when he questions your agenda. Saying exactly the same thing, but in a different way. That was just an example. I'm not saying that would have gone over better. Who knows? So there you go. And do I think that he thinks she is spoiled and hard to talk with? I think that was probably a legitimate read. I do. Okay, Brina the Mystery, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Lisa Harmon, definitely. Thanks for using members only emojis, and definitely let me know what happens. Jessica, is my sexual block some kind of karma? On a spiritual level, no. No, but if you think of karma as being the effect of things that have happened, yes. Because it seems to be coming from something that you have experienced in the past, or something that you believed or have been told, or something of that nature. So it's more on a psychological level that I think you have to work with. So I wouldn't, it's not karma on a spiritual level. How about that? And goodness, I want to say thank you so much to Brina the Mystery for the very generous super chat. Really, really appreciate that. I do take the questions in the order that I get them, and I will get to you in order, but I so appreciate the super chat, and I'm looking forward to answering your question. The next question, and you won't have to wait too long. You're close. Okay, next question is Jackie Masters. Thanks for being a member. I have a feeling I need to prepare for a shock or surprise this summer or this month. Can you see what it is and what effect it will have? Okay, so what is this intuition? You know, it may be that you are using some anxiety to, like, it may be a thing, but not as bad as you're feeling it because it's causing anxiety. What is it? I think it has to do to some sort of relationship, maybe a relationship of a family member not working out. It has to do with people around you. But I don't think it's going to be as bad as you might be feeling it is. It might be a necessary thing. Let me know what you need to know about all of this. Is that A, there's nothing you can do. B, yes, there is something coming. And C, your goal is going to be supportive and communicate well with the people around you. That's what I can tell you. Okay, PL Day, good, very good. Horse Fan Dunn, thank you so much for being a member here. Thank you for the congratulations. Will properly sell. Did you mean will the property sell? Is that what you mean? And the answer is yes, quickly and well. Yes. Oh, thanks for that feedback, Pamela. That totally makes sense. Oh my gosh, Cassandra, that's your birthday too. You and Peggy Lou are birthday twins. Okay, Brina the Mystery, here we are. And again, thank you so much for being here. And thank you for the super chat. I am between two worlds, whether to continue with my current situation or move on to explore other options. Great question. Man, that's hard. The current situation in many ways is good, but is missing something. Can it be fixed? I think you've been holding space for it to be fixed, but it's not really being fixed. If you move on to explore other options, are there other options available to you right now that are of interest? Yes, yes. If you explore those other options, will they work out well? Not necessarily. So do not leave one thing to explore something else with the idea that that something else would be better than what you have, okay? If you leave what you leave it because you're tired of holding space for that missing piece. If you explore other options, recognize that the other options that present themselves right away may not be a lasting opportunity. Will there be other lasting opportunities? Oh, there will be so many opportunities for you to figure out who you are, what you want, what works, all of that, and ultimately happiness. Can there be ultimately happiness with the current situation? It's not horrible. You know, it's one of those things. It feels almost like too bad to stay, but too good to leave. Like it's hard. Did you say he was an Aquarius? So this is a very, very hard one, and you need to follow your heart. But in the end, what will make you happier? Stay or go? In the end, I think you got to go. I'm not here to tell you what to do, Brina, but in the end, as hard as it is, I think you have to go. Okay. Morgana, I did say it straight up. Thank you so much for that. Brina, thanks for your patience. Okay, so yeah, Pamela, it'll happen over time. It really will. And I want to say thank you so much for the super chat from Raquel, Art and More. Raquel Revelta, Art and More, thank you so much for the very generous super chat. Thanks so much. My mind is everywhere. Yep. Hey, Chang, thank you so much for being here. So good to see you. I always appreciate hearing from you. I appreciate the congratulations on the grandchildren. Thank you. So excited. Oh my gosh. I am going to be a dastardly grandmother. Oh man, I am going to spoil those kids. I'm going to teach them all kinds of crazy things. Ooh, so excited. Okay. I have a friend with whom I have lost contact a long time ago. I really want to see her again, but I don't know where to find her. Will we ever see each other again? Let's take a look. It's going to be a while. This is hard. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. Should you try to do it soon? You know what? I think the way to do it is to try to find her through a family member. Try to find a family member. And that would put you in touch with her. And I think you should. It's going to take some time, but yes, you will. Monique, nice to see you. I have trouble making friends lately. Are there good and deep friendships for me in the future? You know, the reason you're having trouble making friends is you want good and deep friendships, not obligatory and boring friendships, and not hurtful friendships. And so things of quality have no fear of time. It's going to take time. And yes, there is at least one really good one coming for you, and it's going to be worthwhile. Do not, there's nothing wrong with you. Quality takes time. That's the important thing. Horse Van Don, a second question. Oh, okay. Just for you, because you're supportive and you're a member. Will a girlfriend who recently got offended by us and cut us off become a buddy again? Yes, but remember, this is how she is. It's never going to be the same. It's never going to be the same as it was, nor should it be. Okay. M. Sai Priyanka, hope I pronounced the name correctly. Current feelings of Diva for me. This person likes you and cares about you, but it wonders how things can go forward. It feels like there's been a problem. The problem may or may not be solvable, but there is a desire to solve the problem. Prina, you wanted that. You wanted that answer exactly that way. Oh, Chang, I want to thank you so much for the super sticker. That is very kind. Really appreciate it. Oh, interesting. You thought the shock may come from work, Jackie. Well, that is not surprising, and it could be work relationships, too. What came up for me was relationships. So it could have to do with work relationships. Oh, Baby Cakes, thank you for the congratulations. Luna Song, nice to see you. There you are in Gainesville. Good, Raquel. Appreciate that. Baby Cakes, I am contemplating a short trip to Yellowstone tomorrow. Should I stay home or should I go? I thought Yellowstone was having issues with flooding or something. I'm not sure. I'm not sure that it is time to go there. Maybe someplace else, maybe something else, maybe not tomorrow. Okay, Chang, you'll be the coolest grandma ever, man. It is my goal. I thought letting it happen naturally would be best. It will take some time, but it's okay if you want to pursue it some. But I think it's a good thing. Friends, it looks as though I have come to the end. It's last call for readings, y'all. If I accidentally missed you, I'm sorry. Please reiterate. If you're here and you haven't asked a question, please do. Now's the time. Thank you so much to all the members, and thank you to everyone who helped out with super chats and super stickers. You were so generous with me today. I really, 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 really appreciate it. And thank you all for your best wishes for the new twins. They are preemies. They are in the NICU. So your best wishes really matter. Light candles, say prayers for their growth, for their well-being. They're doing very well. We want that to continue. And of course, just to bless this new family. It's a lot. Babies are a lot. Twins are a lot. And it's not easy for anybody. So continue to send our family your best wishes. We really, really, really appreciate that. I do see a question from Lily. How does Lana feel about me? There's some anxiety there. There may be some anxiety in this relationship and in this connection and some discomfort around talking. So I feel like I think that there is a connection, but also a disconnection. So you might need to initiate some conversation there. Okay, hey, Febborn. I don't just pull cards on Saturday. Saturday, there has to be a question. That's what we do with Saturday Psychic Sampler. Must be a specific question. So come up with something really, really quick. Well, I remind y'all that this Thursday, it's Global Tarot Circle, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 on the 7th. Join us then. The link is already up for that. There are some new links coming up. And I realize it is the 2nd of July and there are no tarot scopes up yet, and you know why. It'll come. I'll get them up to you. I promise. I apologize for the delay, but we know why there's a delay, and I get a pass for that, don't I? So it'll happen, and I'll also get more events up. We are running a little behind, and that's okay. That does mean, however, I still am available for readings by phone, Skype, FaceTime, Messenger, Zoom, or here in my Palm City office. And there it is. And that was exactly the question. If you hadn't asked that question, I was going to supply that question. Where will my poetry take me? It helps you think outside the box. It helps define who you are as a person and as a spiritual being. The question is not where it will take you, but where you will take it. And you need to step out and take it into the community. So that part is up to you. All right, my friends, Monday is a holiday here in the U.S., but I'll still be here with the 3-card weekly reading, barring any other strange things happening in my life, so I'll look forward to seeing you then. Thank you so much.